Okay, well, there you go, friends. Doc South here, and well, we've gotten a little bit of snow this last night. Uh, Not much. But funny thing is I woke up in the middle of the night and had to run to the window to look, and there was a little coming down. Not much, but a little. And I have the day off anyway, so it really didn't matter. Except it's nice to be inside, have some coffee, do a few videos, and otherwise just relax for a day. Uh, and I think my next day off is, a few days off. So, but it was, I see where most everyone was certainly able to get to work. So that's a good thing, I guess. Although, every now and then it's nice to have a real heavy snow for the kids. Yeah. Now, I don't know if kids do this anymore. Do kids go sleigh riding? I I really don't know. I know when I was a kid, oh boy, but we didn't have video games and all, We had Monopoly. We'd play Monopoly, after sleigh riding for a few hours in the morning. Might go home and, for the afternoon, do a Monopoly game or two. But for the most part, though, if it snowed, we as soon as we knew school was shut down, and you'd know that by the fire department would sound their siren at a certain time, and that was your code for school's out. No school. Oh, and you could listen to the radio too, but it was much more fun to hear it on the from the fire siren, and it would echo through the town, and you could hear all the kids a collective sigh of relief that they didn't have to trudge to school. Instead, they could trudge to the sleigh riding hill. Garen's Hill was where we used to go in Chester. Mr. Garen was a farmer. He had a very large farm on the outskirts of the borough of Chester. A very good hill, and we'd pull our sleds, across the some other lesser hills to get to Garen's farm. He never minded that we were there. No, he never chased us. Never, never. Um, and he tended to keep the cows out of our sleigh riding hill if it was a snowy day. Other than that, yeah, they'd be in there grazing. But that was good because it kept the grass down, so we weren't, trying to get through a cornfield on our sleds. Yeah. So I think he kind of liked watching us sleigh ride, I assume. And it was a good hill. You could go about, I'd say, somewhere between 1 and 2 tenths of a mile down this relatively fast hill, especially once you pounded it down. Got the snow, instead of being fluffy, got it to be kind of, well, just crunched down. And once you got that happening, all it needed was a little bit of sunlight and then some more cold, and it would be, if you stood, you couldn't stand on the run we made, because you just slide, you just go right down on your keister. Yeah, yeah, all the way down. And it was up to you to get back up. And then sometimes there'd be like a little bit of a drizzle, and then that would freeze even better, make the sleds go like rockets. Ooh, man. And but nothing better. Now today we have maybe an inch of snow fell, so that wouldn't. About all that would do would be if you had a run already put together on Garen's Hill. That extra inch of snow would just be like greasing the run, and it'd be even. Ooh, man, would you be going? And of course, we all dressed well for it. No, not suits and ties. But all our jackets and our padding, and some kids had helmets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We had like pilots' helmets. I don't think they'd have saved you if you hit a rock, but they looked cool and they were warm. And I know I think I had my father's fighter pilot's helmet. It wasn't a helmet. It was more like a canvas kind of thing. Yeah, and he let me use that for sleigh riding. And the nice thing is it had a way for putting down goggles too, so you didn't get the snow in your eyes. Yeah. And we'd sleigh ride till we dropped. I mean, honestly, you, you just the fact that your feet went numb was nothing. Yeah, you couldn't leave till your entire legs, yeah, right up to your yeah, right up, you know where, right up to your hiney were frozen stiff and you couldn't feel them anymore. That's when you went home. And mom, I know when you get back, and mom would have oh, maybe she made spaghetti that day, and spaghetti never tasted so good after maybe 3 or 4 hours of being on Garen's Hill, taking your chances heading down that thing. It was pretty cool. It was cool. And again, we'd have about 8 or 9 of us would be up there just having a time. No fist fights, no anger, no nothing. Just and kids enjoying themselves something fierce. It was nice of Mr. Garen to let us on that hill. I don't, I can't imagine he'd still be alive because I'm older than dirt, and he was pretty old when I was a kid. So, but if he can hear me, I sure do thank him for never getting too sore that we went out on his field and rode our sleds in the winter. He loved it. I think he did. He just enjoyed watching us, and yeah, you'd see him kind of leaning on a fence post, watching us going by. Oh yeah, we'd make noises like that, like we were jets coming in for a strafing run, and like that. And again, then one day I got a toboggan for Christmas. Yeah, one Christmas, the folks gave me a toboggan, about a 5 footer. Yeah, and oh man, wax that baby down like you wax a ski, a set of skis, and oh, we get about 3 of us, maybe. I think we could fit 3 on the toboggan, and oh, you thought a sled was fast. Oh man, look out, Mama on a toboggan, and all it had to be was a little bit icy, and that thing would just oh, it was so cool, so cool, and no, we really had a ball. And then a lot of times, I know, like if I'd be leaving in the morning to go up to the hill, Mom would say, "Bring a couple of your friends over. I'll make them grilled cheese." Yeah, okay, good, Mom, thanks. And some of the kids who were, like my best friends, they said, "Come on, Mom. My mom said she's making lunch." "Oh, your mom's making those grilled cheese with the bacon and the tomatoes?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, cheese and yeah, rye bread, I think." "Oh, yeah." No. Mom would be there. She'd have the kitchen all ready for us. We'd be slomping those things down. Then back to the hill, back to the hill. And when it finally got dark, we'd come home and then realize we had homework to do. Ooh, a report. Forgot about that report we had to do. Yeah, well, it's all right. You can, if you were careful, you could get a perfectly good report done in 15 minutes, right? Uh-huh. Also, you had to pray that the roads weren't quite done yet and school was still off for the next day. Sometimes it was. Sometimes you'd catch a break, and other times, ooh, you're 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 going to get a tongue lashing from Mr. Morris or Mr. Radish. Oh my God, or Mr. McDougal. Oh, and and these guys were all, former soldiers, like in the serving in the Korean War and all that. Oh, you didn't stand a chance. Yeah, it was the corner for you for sure. But that's all right. Once school was out for the day, that hill was waiting, and we'd be back up there sleigh riding some more. And I don't know. I just thought it was a good thing to do, and would still do it. But most of the hills now, God, they're all developments. You'd have to be sleigh riding right through some lady's rose garden or something, or try to get out of the way of a swimming pool. It's, I don't know, barbecue pit, that kind of, yeah. It's most of that stuff's gone now. Yeah, what are you going to do? At least we had it for a few years. We had that. We had that. We had Garen's Hill, all to ourselves. Thank you, Mr. Garen. Hey, listen, I better get off this. We'll see how the snow's doing, and we'll catch you later. Bye now. God bless. Oh, and watch it on the hill. Be careful now.